entrepreneur. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled 7 Simple Questions Your Next Marketing Campaign You Really Need to Have Answers to, ladies and gentlemen. Entrepreneur, the purpose of this video is to highly encourage you to try and answer as best you can 7 simple but extremely critical questions regarding your next marketing campaign. Because if you can answer these questions honestly, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to lift a huge burden off trying to be creative. Because, see, your marketing process is not about creativity, it's about effectiveness. So, the quality of your answers to these 7 questions, and just so you know, there's no right answer here, but there is an honest answer. So, you need to burn the midnight oil a little bit. Focus in on these questions, and you don't have to have all the answers right now. This is just to get the ball rolling. So here's the first question. Entrepreneur, how long is your current sales cycle? Are we talking weeks, days, or months? And what I mean by sales cycle is from the time you make that initial contact with your potential customer and or prospect. How long does it take before you two start doing business? And here's why I'm asking this. This ties into the next question. What 3 things can you do right now to shorten that? And this is key. Without negatively impacting your entire sales process and the integrity of it. So in other words, if it normally takes a month, can you shorten it to 3 weeks or 2 weeks? And by doing so, does that hurt or help the process? You know how sometimes on your computer, when you get a lot of files spread out all over the place, they tell you to periodically do a scan, and what it does is it compresses this information so it's closer together, so the computer doesn't have to expend as much energy to go find everything. This is sort of the same thing. We're not saying can you compress this for the sake of compression. We're saying, is there something you can look at the process? There may be a couple of things you're overlooking, and when you interview your particular prospect or client, you may discover some things that you've just been doing that really you don't have to do, or you could combine them. The point is, what 3 things can you do to shorten your sales cycle? And ladies and gentlemen, let me just share something really subtle with you if you didn't pick up on that. Notice I didn't say what can you do to shorten your cycle, because then it's sort of a yes no thing. By saying what 3 things, your mind automatically stretches. It doesn't question whether or not there are 3 things. Your mind starts working on what 3 things can you do. So that's why I didn't ask what can you do to shorten your sales cycle. I said what 3 things can you do? Because there's bound to be some things you and I can definitely do to shorten that sales cycle. Here's question number 3. This is key. Ladies and gentlemen, who's not your target market? And more importantly, what do you currently have in place to help you eliminate them from your prospecting mix? You know, if you're using pay-per-click advertising, there are some ways to do go about qualifying your ad better so that some people know this is not for them. If you can do this to your marketing, the entire infrastructure of your marketing process, you're going to be a whole lot better off. Now, here's number 4, and this is, very important. Can your ideal prospect afford your proposed solutions and or solutions? Do they have the financial wherewithal to take you up on your offer if they like it? Now, here's question number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, think hard about your answer here. How much can you realistically afford to invest to get this person as a first time customer or client? Now, notice, don't misunderstand that question. This is very subtle, but it's important. I didn't say how much money do you have allocated. I said how much can you realistically afford. That ties into question number 6. What is their current LTCV worth to your business in the next 6 months or less? LTCV means lifetime customer value. Sometimes you hear it called total customer value. In other words, do you know what that customer or client is worth to you over time? And that goes back to question number 5. Knowing that, how much can you realistically afford to get them as a first time client? And question number 7, think about this, ladies and gentlemen, before you answer. And again, you don't have to have all the answers right after you watch this video, but you write these questions down and you start letting your mind focus on these, and you come up with some really, really good answers, which will help you develop an incredibly powerful marketing campaign and strategy and tactics. But the question is, given your current situation, your current skills, can you still effectively reach your target market on half of your current allocated budget? So, in other words, whatever you were thinking about starting out, take half of that away. Let's say there's a downturn in the economy and suddenly you just don't have as much business. Can you still afford to effectively reach this market based on half of whatever you think it was going to take? And the reason why I'm asking that is this: you may just find that you'll have a better way of going about reaching them. And that was the whole point. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can see in this short video how and why you need to answer these 7 critical questions regarding your next marketing campaign and whatever you have going on now going forward. So, on that note, for those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, you want to do so in the next 90 days or less without having to add any new customers or clients. Is that not interesting? Then by all means, entrepreneur, grab that free 9-page special report. Head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales, because that's where you can get it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a question for you. Who do you know in business right now who's struggling, who needs help? If you got value out of this video, by all means, help them out. Forward this video to them. Now, here's the next thing. If you're wondering, hey, Mark, what can I do to get to the next level in my business with my product or my service, no matter how you primarily market your business on or offline, then entrepreneur, I am highly encouraging you. Please grab your free 22-part Small Business Marketing Mastery Series. This is a $97 value. This is 22 free additional emails you can get on top of the free 9-page special report. It's my free gift to you just for saying welcome and thank you for joining the inner circle. And ladies and gentlemen, you are free to unsubscribe for whatever reason anytime you wish. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.